Welcome to OFAR. In this tutorial, I'll be guiding you on how to disassemble the Kleppstad 3-door wardrobe from IKEA. This tutorial is for people that have limited space when transporting their wardrobe. In my opinion, the best case is just to take off the doors and transport the whole frame. I also have a tutorial on how to assemble this wardrobe, which I'll leave a link in the description below so this whole process can be a bit easier for you. Before you start, you need a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, some pliers, and a 5/16 inch Allen key. To speed up the process, you can also use a drill with a Phillips bit. So the first step is to take off the doors. From my experience, starting from the bottom and working your way up makes things easier. The whole process will look like this. Now I recommend keeping the hinges and knobs on, but if you're transporting more things, the hinges could snag and cause more damage to the doors, so really it's your call. If you want to take off the hinges and knobs, simply unscrew 2 screws for each hinge and 1 screw for each knob. I'll show you how it's done for one door, and do the same for the other two. Also, when you're pulling out the hinges, make sure to do it as gently as possible to minimize damage. Then put all your pieces in a Ziploc bag so you don't lose them. The next step is to take off the rail like this. Now unscrew the 2 rail holders. Then unscrew 2 screws for each hinge plate. Now, in my opinion, this is the most frustrating part of the disassembly. You have to go slow and as gentle as possible in this step, or you can cause damage to the backing. I'd recommend starting from one corner and pushing the nail out from the inside. Again, be patient when pushing out the nails and don't use too much force. Then when the nail is out, use pliers to pull it out. Now repeat the same process for the other nails. I'll show you how to do it with part of the top row, but like I said, go slow and don't use too much force to minimize damage. After taking off the backing, you'll notice that there's unfinished edges. Put the wardrobe on the floor so the unfinished edges are facing up. Now go to the bottom and unscrew these two screws so you can take off this brace. Next, you can take off the scratch guards if you want to with a flathead screwdriver, but my recommendation is just to keep them on. Then grab the Allen key and unscrew these 6 screws. Now you can take the side panel off. Just be aware that you should start from the bottom corner as this thin piece could bend and cause some damage. Also, when you're taking the side panel off, these 2 shelves could fall out, so just pay attention to that. Then take this thin piece out. Also take out any exposed dowels you see in any of the panels, thin pieces, and shelves you just took apart. Next, go to the other side panel and unscrew 4 screws using the Allen key. Now take the side panel off and take out any exposed dowels. Then go to the bottom panel with an Allen key and unscrew these 2 screws. Now take this bottom panel off and make sure you keep these 2 plastic door stops in. Taking them out will cause a lot of damage. And again, take out any exposed dowels. Then unscrew both screws that are secured to the middle shelf and take out any exposed dowels. Now go to the top panel and unscrew 2 screws using the Allen key. Now separate the middle panel and the top panel. Again, don't take out the door stops. And finally, take out the exposed dowels. So you now have a fully disassembled Kleppstad 3-door wardrobe from IKEA. Again, if you want to reassemble this wardrobe, I'll leave a link in the description below. Hopefully this tutorial helped you out.